It's a really exciting project on the horizon to combine the wonderful heritage that we've got here in Carloway with the latest cutting-edge digital technology. This is something that's not been seen, certainly not in Carloway, certainly not on this island, and I'm not too sure where on the planet it's been seen, but this is something new. We are going to interpret heritage in a wholly new and exciting and different way.
We're looking to digitise our whole collection, which totals over 35,000 items, ranging from letters, books, to the more extreme, like Hitler's dispatch box.
We've got some funding from High to present a virtual reality experience of an illicit whisky still, as it would have been in the days when whisky was illegal.
As part of the Year of History, Heritage and Archaeology, we were lucky enough to be successful to apply for the funding for the Digital Adoption Scheme, and what it's done for us is it's partnered us with St Andrews University, a leading geophysicist, Dr Richard Bates as well, and he has the ability to look at a landscape like ours and look at the peat around us and know that there's a bit more to the kind of site that we're on. Everyone knows about the big standing stones, Calanais, but we're also surrounded by 20 other kind of Neolithic stone sites within kind of in and around Calanais, so they aren't as well talked about, protected, recorded. So with this fund, it's given us a real chance to look at what we've got and potentially see if there's anything else hidden under the peat as well. So it's very exciting.
We are going to use the latest cutting-edge technology to offer a virtual experience to people who come to the centre, whether they be locals or visitors. But what they're going to enjoy is being involved in a scenario. This is the starting point, a scenario where they will be in a virtual classroom with a virtual teacher and virtual pupils, and each one of those people will, using the latest technology, be able to interact with those virtual characters. Now, the whole purpose of this is so that they can learn about and learn from Hebridean education that has been taught in Carloway for the last century and a half, and they will leave here having had a memorable experience that they will remember forevermore.
People will get to see the story behind the artefacts. They can link it to a real person. For example, our medal digitisation project, people will be able to search a name, it will bring up their medals, the campaigns they served in, and eventually any artefacts we have in the collection linked to them, so they will get the full story of this individual rather than just seeing a medal in a case.
So Richard just came from St Andrews to us, and he has looked at, for example, we have a site called Calanais 10. It's situated kind of around up the top of Calanais and Bracelet, and this is a stone circle that was quite large, but all the stones have now fallen over. So with the 3D modelling and the virtual reconstruction, they can actually stand these stones back up again. So you can look at it as if you were standing there 5,000 years ago, and that's something that technology is able to do for us now. So if this was my first, if I knew nothing else about the stones except that they've fallen over 5,000 years ago, it's quite nice to see them risen now as well. So.
St Andrews and Smart History, their trading subsidiary, are a sort of class leader, world leader in the provision of virtual reality and augmented reality experiences. And they're at the cutting edge of this emerging technology, and we're really excited to be working with them.
Well, Caledonian University in Glasgow are key partners in this project. They are the experts on this virtual technology. They partnered us throughout the feasibility study because we looked at just how possible was this, because we really are doing groundbreaking stuff here. This has not been done or tested anywhere else before, so Caledonian University have really looked at whether our vision for this project could be delivered, and they're absolutely persuaded that they can. But they can say that because they are the experts in this technology. So as key partners in it, they are advising us on the technology that we should use to deliver this project, and they're with us every single step of the way. They're absolutely key partners.
The digitisation project, we're hoping to create apps, perhaps work with local colleges and schools to get ideas, to get some new thinking. It's so important for us to be ahead of the game digitally. And kind of offshoot projects from this digitisation project, we'll be looking at creating our own apps, as I've just said, virtual reality and augmented reality.
We are in a situation with the stones, without getting too technical, that we know that these people who lived 5,000 years ago loved putting up stone circles. We don't really know where they lived. We don't know what else they did in amongst this area. So this sort of thing is brand new research, and it brings a whole human side to these 5,000 years ago people. So it's all part of kind of reconstructing the Hebridean Neolithic and understanding what people did as well.
The Discovery Centre is set to open on the 30th of March 2018, and visitors will be able to come, use the virtual reality experience, have a coffee and a home bake, and access our digital archive, and obviously see the amazing exhibits at the back.
This project will be operational in Carloway in March 2018. Now that's only 3 months away from now, but that's entirely doable, and we're comfortable that that's something we will deliver on time.
So the project will be in the Visitor Centre in our interpretation, The Story of the Stones, by summer 2018.
We hope to have our entire collection digitised by the end of 2018, with a view to having that online and fully searchable.
Well, people don't typically associate places like Carloway with virtual technology. We're a lovely rural location with wonderful landscape, wonderful environment, wonderful heritage. But virtual reality is not something that immediately comes to mind. It will be from now on.